I do hope that got us past the ad scroll. I do hope that by waiting a couple of seconds before starting, that Christy got to see the whole thing. and if I can put this down without it falling over, I hope that everyone's having a spectacular Tuesday. They put the cans on so I look all professional and radiolicious. I hope that the sound was working. I got my light on before we started tonight, so I'm feeling extra pro. I forgot to put my my Russell pea soup shirt on. Oh well. So, hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to another episode of my spectacular Tuesday night live stream. We'll just do a little bit of housekeeping and then get on with the goods, by which I mean saying hi to everyone and then possibly discussing what I had planned to talk about tonight. And possibly not. There's a reason for that. Maybe we'll do a little poll. If in fact you're watching us, time shifted to tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. Thank you for your eyes. Thank you for the comments I see appear down below the video fairly often. Both of those factors make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. If at any point tonight you really like what you're seeing and hearing, I invite you to hit that smiley thumb. If at any point tonight I've gone and pissed you all the way off, that's okay. The frowny thumb works as well. And if you'd like to take a more active role in supporting the channel, as many in the side chat here already have, then I invite you to check out the join button down on this side of the screen now, I believe. If you click on that button, you will be presented with 2 tiers of membership, as well as a little information about what each tier gets you. Sorry about that. Little crack in the pro there. And so with that out of the way, I would just like to make sure I say hi to everyone in the side chat. And then, no, first I'll say, we got blades. We got beer, and we're going to talk about bushcraft. Tea's a good drink. So who we got here? It's a very active chat already tonight. We got 19 people in the house. We're starting nice and early. Is that because I went and left you guys all high and dry last Tuesday? Hey, interesting thing. I inadvertently did my dry week for the quarter this past week. So that's out of the way. Somebody tell Russell. So we had Christy popping in like at 8:45 to say hi. Wanted to make sure that she was here to hear the drum roll from the very beginning. I hope you got to hear that. Tenenbaum in the house. I said, hi, how are you in Swedish? I had to retype that like 3 times to make sure I got it right, Tenenbaum. So I'm glad I did. I have this, I think, Tenenbaum, we should, like, every time I ask you how you're doing, you should always say fair to Midland. Like, that should just be, hey, Tenenbaum, how's up? Fair to Midland. How are you? And I'll say the exact same thing. He says, all is well. All is good. David was lurking. How's it going? I would like to invite you guys to notice that both Kristen and David are channel members, as you can see by the little icons next to their name. The icons in the YouTube app are a heck of a lot nicer than the ones in the StreamYard app, but that's because I made the ones in the YouTube app. David is asking if, I guess, Christy had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everyone did. I know that we're sort of getting past that now, but it's still nice to make sure that everyone's had it. Well, looking from outside, it doesn't really end until after Cyber Monday, right? We got Jess King around. How's it going? What time is it for you? I keep forgetting, Jess. It's like way out of whack with where we are. They're talking about the Thanksgivings. David has been an RDB member for 9 months and 7 days. That's cool. I love it. Hey, there's Cabin Dwell. Stacy, man. Good to see you. Nice to see you. What's the weather like up there tonight? Are you freezing? We were all nice and snowy for like a straight up week, and then it suddenly got really rainy, and now it's cold. Kelly Simmons, how's it going? Nice to see you. Kelly is also a channel member. I'd like you guys to see. We got In the Web Lord. Yes, I did beat the drum. Ah, there's Russell. Yeah, I think I started a minute early, Russell. Sorry about that. But then I waited an extra second to make sure that I started while the camera was already on for Christy. Marcus, how's it going? Marcus is a channel member. Grace, hi, same deal. So many members. Yes, they're very nice. I like them. These are my Sennheiser. What the hell are they? Sennheiser HD 280 Pros. They're apparently they're supposed to be studio cans. They make me very, very happy. Okay, so that's how late I am. They're telling me that my sound was 5x5. Nice to know. Whiskey Harbor in the house. How's it going? Whiskey? Speaking of which, I don't know if Al's going to be here. Because I inadvertently did my dry week, I feel that I can have a beer and then a whiskey tonight. I'm not sure what to do. I think I was going to have this contrast organic last time we talked, but then I didn't, which ended up being okay because I was very sick that night anyway. Wouldn't have wanted to waste that. I have this port cask finish Aaron, which is delectable. I don't know. If Al pops in, I'll just open the blue in his honor. Oh, you still have to go through the ads. Yeah. Skip, how's it going, Skip? Look at all these membership icons. Just amazing. I wonder what happened last time we were live streaming. I wonder why so many people have memberships. For those of you with memberships, I'm going to try to put out that members update video a little more often. I sort of had this idea of maybe trying to do it every week, but I don't know if I don't know how realistic that's going to be. But I'm going to try to do it. I mean, if not regularly, then at least relatively often. So let's crack open this beer. You know what? Those of you who are OG watchers will remember that time I popped the beer and then went fuck. So maybe because I'm on camera and it'll be embarrassing if I do that twice. Yeah, can you guys see the scar? No, you can't because of the light. But I got a wicked scar from that right there. Ah. Oh, let's take lungs off the. Doing it old school. This is Loctante, which is from Rimouski, which is a small town here. This is an ale sauvage, assemblage, ale sauvage. So it's a savage ale, wild ale. I don't know what that means. I'll read the bottle as soon as it's poured. Speaking of pouring, am I blowing the pour? Nope, sure ain't. That means that Serge is not with us tonight, or at least not yet. Let's keep it. Let's not lose it right at the end. Let's not lose it right at the end now. So, what the hell's an ale sauvage? There's no English on this, so I'll have to garder au froid, keep it refrigerated. Yeah. Water, orge malted barley, houblon. That's hops, levure, which is yeast, levure sauvage, wild yeast, bacteria lactic and lactic bacteria. L'assemblage is a series of beers, barriqués, whatever that means, and wild, evolutive of old times. They permit us to have fun with diverse wild fermentations and bacterias. Let's give it a try, shall we? Oh, it smells really hoppy. But there is a malty thing happening too. Let's give it a try. I see how it's going to be. All right. On a scale of 10, I give this a 4. No, with that aftertaste, I give it a 3. But hey, I'm on camera. I'm not going off camera. I will drink some of it if I can. Wow, what a way to end dry week, though. Okay, so let's get back to where we was. Okay, so we had everyone saying hi to each other. I'm getting late, I know. There's Agnes, who is actually referring specifically to the title of tonight's live stream, which as soon as I say hi to everyone, we'll get on to. Hey, there's Hike with Mike. How's it going? Okay, we've got a bunch of people saying hi. There's Linda. How's it going, Linda? Linda, by the way, is also a channel member. Charles and Annie. Excuse me. Oh, wow. David's heading south in 2 days. That's what his holiday plans are. Russell making sure that the friendly... keeping things friendly. There you look at that. We got Country Boy trapped in the city, who right now is a channel member, and he actually got the notification, which is nice. I snuck in the I prepared the live stream early for once. So Russell, does that mean that you're finally going to get his machine back to him? Oh, look what we got! Except that I can't make it appear on screen. Crumbs, man! If I click there. I just got a $10 super chat. That's Russell telling me to chuck the beer. Tell you what, when you come on, I'll chuck the beer. If you're coming on, I don't know. We didn't even talk about that. I was just like, well, when you come on at 10, I'll chuck the beer. Because I got tea. So here's the thing. I had originally, I'm just making sure, hey, there you go. There's Al. All right, so I guess that tells us which whiskey we're having tonight. We'll have a little blue at 10 p.m. Nice to see you, Al. Okay, so Russell, you're getting his bike back to him tomorrow, I guess, which means yours is ready. Nice. Oh, thanks. Yeah. It's yeah. Okay, I'll tell you about my week in a second here. Okay. Sorry, I noticed that Excuse Me is here, and for some reason his comment was held for review. I'm like, what's going on, YouTube? There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just seeing if there's anyone I need to say hi to before Hike is enjoying the World Cup these days. This is the first year I'm not watching, and I haven't bought any jerseys. For me, World Cup is life, okay? But man, this Qatar thing is like, I think FIFA is like the Olympic organization. They both need to be completely rinsed and redone, like repopulated with people who aren't absolutely corrupt. But I do love the beautiful game. Then okay, yikes, Stacy, that's a nightmare. 14 hours ahead. Okay, Jess. So So you're sort of at the not the beginning of your day, but you're getting going. Man, my sinuses are giving me trouble tonight. You got the YouTube Premium as well, eh? It's funny because before I met Russell, I didn't know anyone who had YouTube Premium, and it seems like everyone's got it. Okay, so yeah, what happened, Stacy, was I will usually, use the back of a knife to pop open a beer if it's not a twist, and it went pop, and then wait, where's my hand? And it went pop, and for some reason came back and went tuck. I was using a Mora. And that was back when I had people like guests sitting in this room with me while live streaming. We were using one of the kids' desks over there, and so while Simon, who is never around anymore, and LT Survival, who is also never around anymore, while they kept talking, I just sort of in the background snuck out of frame, went into the workshop, bandaged up, and then sort of snuck back in and sat down, thinking that nobody had noticed. But of course, they had. It's hilarious. I mean, I don't recommend it, but in hindsight, it was hilarious. Oh, yeah, blizzard outside. Okay. Yeah, here it's just rainy and cold, like freezing rain kind of thing, which is irritating. You don't want tendonitis. I've had issues, and it's a nightmare. Yeah, that's a good that's a good policy right there, country boy. Okay, I'm sort of caught up, I think, unless somebody. I remember that. Excuse me, Vancouver traffic. I remember that. It used to not be so bad before like 90, 91, when that used to be my stomping grounds. But even back then, like they didn't have a good bus system, so everyone was depending on their cars. And now with the population there, it's worse, worse and worse and worse. Yeah, country boy, I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna pour it out. Okay, so all right, I may as well just tell you. Okay, so last week we started the week with Camille, or Cody, was coming off of a mild concussion from doing the sports the week before. But we're sort of coming back to it, so we thought, okay, trouble's behind us. And then on Tuesday, I had the car accident on my way from from here to daycare. And then I got a very angry call from the other driver's father. And anyway, so I was way stressed, and there was tension because of that. And I had thought that Clemence, the youngest kid, had picked up on that, because then she was puking till 4 in the morning. So I kept her home the next day. And she sort of perked up, but she didn't eat very much. And then Wednesday was was back to a normal day. But then Thursday, I mean, a normal day, except that I was all tense because of this angry phone call, and because I had had an accident, because insurance and all this stuff. And so I figured I was like stress eating at supper time on Thursday, because I ate way too much pizza, and then I had tea and a beer, and then I hugged the toilet until Friday morning, called in sick, told my boss that look, I've got to at least take the morning. I will call you if I wake up like this afternoon, or I'll just clock out the whole day. Slept right through till Saturday. I was up. I woke up with enough time to cancel the the live stream on my other channel, because that would have been embarrassing, because there were 2 guests going to be on and everything. I told them, and I canceled that because I was just there was no way I was going to be able to smell whiskey. I was way too nauseous and way too. Saturday and Sunday, I kind of had to get my stuff together, because I was single dadding, because the missus was working the weekend. By late Sunday, I could kind of eat, or maybe midway through Sunday. Like if I took it easy, I could eat, you know. And so like that was the week. That was not a great way to sort of end off your November, you know. And hilariously, so Monday, which was yesterday, I took my car in to have its tires changed for winter tires, and do what they call like the small winter package. It's a bunch of things, spark plugs and blah blah blah. So all that was going to be like $310. And then they discovered that the damn rear brake calipers were leaking. So I had to have both of those repaired, because I'm not driving with leaky calipers for obvious reasons, right? So that turned into $1,000 day. It's just like, but the way I see it, this week still has a bit of catch up to do if it wants to match the nightmare that was last week. And so, you know, I had something I wanted to talk about today, but I figured, you know what, I need the pleasantnesses. So I thought maybe we would just talk about what you guys are having either as plans for December, or if you guys have like a Santa list that you want, you know, of stuff you want or you want to give. But I want to play that one real careful, because I don't want to copy Dennis's live stream tonight, right? Like because I noticed that he did something real specific to gift guides. So I want to veer away from gift guidey things if possible. But yeah, I just want to talk about, because I'm just left with this feeling that I really need a win this year, because it's been a year of the bemol, you know, the opposite of a win. It's been a really rough year, and I need some kind of a win. So for tonight, I just don't want to think about it. I just want to think about happy things. If you guys have family time coming up, if you guys, you know, if you've asked the wife or the husband for like a really sweet canoe or something, let's just talk about pleasant stuff, because man, I'm gonna break down and have a beer in honor of Raspberry Rock getting his ATV back. Good one, David. I got to pour this one out. Yes, I know. I'm going to chuck the beer. Thank you for another. Yes, thank you for the live chat. All right, Bloody Mary, nice. So everyone's cheersing the return of the. No, I won't. I will not remain drinking tea if you come on. By the way, guys, if anyone wants to come on and talk a little bit, you know, even for just a brief period of time, you know, we we can share the invite. I used to share the invite a lot, but I stopped doing that because people would come on and start talking about firearms or like politics or being real snarky. So you know, I sort of stopped doing that as much. But if someone wants to come on and say some nice things about the upcoming holidays, then you know, absolutely. I'll share the invite with you guys. But if you don't want to come on, that's fine too. I can just right, and at some point maybe Russell will come on if I don't drink tea. You know, and what else? No pressure. Big Green Moose, how's it going? You might start with whiskey now. I support that. I have so much whiskey hanging around me. It's frustrating because I have bottles that I've been dying to get into, but because I opened my whiskey for the first time on the other channel, like to do my neck pour reviews, like there are bottles that are sitting there like, you haven't tasted me yet. God, because that channel, like if I have time for YouTube editing and stuff, it's this channel because this is my main channel, you know. So um when I recently this is the last one I reviewed and I put that up I think the weekend before last because I was just out of commission last weekend. I had this for 6 months before I finally opened it. It's a hard life. It's a first world problem. Kyle D. Jess and David Russell's puppies. I don't know if I like that. Hey Jerry, how's it going? Hey, I have a question for you. How big was that bucket of chili you showed me? I was going to ask you, but I was driving home and then forgot. Really, only 19 likes for 31 people watching? Am I making people angry? Hey, there's Alain. No, Alan. Sorry. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Did I catch everyone? Yeah, it seems like premium is worth it because, man, there's a lot of ads now. Like, lots. Cutting your wrist during a live stream is so metal. Yeah, I love it. There's Honeybee. Honeybee, we got to get you on screen again soon. Yeah, there's Lord Vader. How's it going? What a night. The Damien Delight word? What is that? Did I miss something? Like on YouTube and on StreamYard, it's completely out of sync right now. Peanut Trucker in the house. Peanut Trucker, I'm glad to know for several reasons, but one of which is because I finally know why trucks have that, like those two lights and then the three in the middle. I've been wondering that forever, and I just kept thinking, I guess I should ask Peanut Trucker, and then never. Hey Tim, I want to know about your Christmas list or your Christmas plans or your December plans if you don't do Christmas. You know, whatever kind of holiday stuff you got going. And we got Shawnee. How's it going, Shawnee? Shawnee is a member. Yeah, Tim, just sort of pleasant stuff because last week darn near done me in. Everyone's saying hi. Do I remember DOA? Yeah. Man, why are you asking about them? I haven't thought about that band in a long time. Why are you asking about them? Wait, so I saw something on Facebook that in 8 years, the 80s will be 50 years old. Really? 1980, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020. We got to move right along. Like now. I do wish you hadn't said that. um, I'm just trying to catch up. Everything is suddenly. Oh yeah, it was rough, man. I mean, it's not a secret. Some of the people here knew pretty much all of that. It's funny how like some weeks. Oh, and then because my head just wasn't in it, like on Wednesday, I made a wickedly stupid mistake at work. I mean, it was one that thankfully took 5 minutes to fix, but I was like, oh. But yeah, it was not a good week, dude. David, I haven't seen Sam Jackson in like 100 years. Yeah, a loss. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about. Watched a music video production today at the beach for Pink. That was like Pink the artist. She's legit, man. Yeah, it was a good chat. It's hard for me to keep up the chat when I'm driving, but up until then, it was good. Yeah, yeah. That was a big bucket of chili. I mean, just from the picture, it looked like a big bucket of chili that your friend in Texas was doing. I'll come in a minute. Got to see man about a hilarious Hearst joke. Okay, fair enough. December goals: healthy family, make fudge and cookies, feed the wildlife, look at Christmas lights, bring home a real tree. Yeah, we always do a real tree, Shawnee. Always, always, always. We do. I remember when I was a kid, my family had a fake tree. It was one of those like the '70s era ones, which were essentially two big dowels that you would screw together, and they had holes drilled in that were color coded, and the branches were like twisted wire with like fake needles, and they were color coded to the this not to the specific holes, but like these three rows of holes were all a certain size, and then like so you could get the you don't get the same smell as a real tree though. 25 days. 25 days. I think I've still got a couple of things to buy. Alan says it's a Cheetos and pink lemonade night for me. I should have eaten more. I made Swedish style meatballs tonight, but apparently I undercooked the meat, so I'm vastly optimistic that I have neither poisoned my family nor made them sick. I don't hear anyone running for toilets, and I don't feel like running for one myself, which I'm glad for considering what last week was. Wow, that's a lot of chili. Whoo, that's a lot of chili. Linda's having mint hot chocolate. That sounds delectable, actually. You know what's really worth it? Calipers. Yeah, brake calipers. Good old. David is having a Grolsch. Darth Vader is having a good old coffee. Country Boy is having Bud Light because I'm old and fat. Okay. Kristen's having scotch. I think I know what kind. That would be an epic fail. I'll let you come on if you keep it. I'll let you come on for a little bit if you keep it clean and non pew pew and non political. But I don't think he was serious, and I think Jerry picked up on that too. Peanut. Playing euchre? Yeah, you play euchre? That's like a, I feel that, people playing euchre, that's either like at an old folks home or in a train going through like Sioux country 200 years ago. Everyone with a piece on their hip. Oh, really? Interesting. Lead singer of Midnight Oil ran for office in Australia at one point. I believe he was elected, not as prime minister, but I believe he was a member of parliament for a while. Or no, they don't call them members of parliament there. What are they? What's Australia has a House of Representatives, I think. Kristen says we do a traditional Polish Eve, Christmas Eve. We make pierogies, guamki, and Polish sausage, all from scratch. We do this every year. I am now the host, and it is exhausting. Yep, I can believe that. We do it. We do like a traditional French Canadian thing. We have a réveillon on Christmas Eve because in French Canada, Christmas Eve is the big event, big party, open gifts at midnight. I think and then because my half of the family is English, then we haul our cookies from small town Quebec across the bridge onto the island of Montreal, do a heavy right turn, and all the way to the West Island of Montreal to go to my sister's for Christmas supper. The wife and I are flying to New Hampshire on Christmas Day to go visit Mom. Good old Christmas dinner. Oh, you're flying on Christmas Day? Let us know how that goes. I have never flown on Christmas Day. I feel that that would be either amazing or depressing. Tim says Christmas Eve and day we'll be at the hospital. Still, eh? Okay, Kylie and I are planning on a tourist day in Santa Monica and Venice, visiting odd shops and walking the beach, listening to music, having fun. That sounds like a good way to do it. Hey, that was a lot of sausage too. Tim is not doing the booze tonight, but he's having a cannabis vape. Fair enough. Whiskey and eggnog. Man, I don't think I've ever had whiskey and eggnog. I mean, I've done rum or sherry. I think sherry. Grace likes euchre. Okay. Steve Ground's in the house. How's it going? How's it going, Steve? What are you drinking tonight? Russell lost his internet for a solid 5 minutes there. I see that he's dangling in the green room, but his camera's not. Oh, yes, it's working now. I brought him on. And he brought him on.
Jesus. What kind of show you're running here, Jess?
Wow, it was a pro. It was an absolutely pro production up until about 5 seconds ago. Wow. Okay, I misread this, David. I thought you said I need to get porn birthday and Christmas gifts. I was like, what kind of family are you in there? But yeah.
All I want for Christmas.
Yep. Nope.
That wouldn't go over well with the wife.
Not so much.
Well, what kind?
Yeah.
I don't really understand your fetishes.
Looks like Honeybee's got a new bottle, a nice new bottle to get into. Have you opened it yet?
Look, David, look.
Hear that train a coming round the bend.
David's a fan.
Yeah. We play a fair amount of that gentleman's music.
That's fair.
Actually, it's not that much. I think 3 songs. So what Honeybee was just showing there, that Kaz Ano is that's by Aberlour. They make a fairly fantastic cask strength, and they make a middling to good 12-year. No, never played in Vancouver. Excuse me. When I was living there, I think last time I was there for any real time, I was about 17. Yeah.
David, I'll get you one. What size are you? Do you wear men's sizes?
As opposed to what?
I don't judge.
No, David, I wasn't calling Pam porn. I was. Oh, this is getting awkward. It's a family show, guys.
I think it started getting awkward around 9 p.m.
Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, Honeybee, I was hoping to get a nice bottle for the holidays, but with what happened last week, I think I better save some money because I don't know if I'm gonna get sued or something. And also, with $1,000 gone on the car yesterday, there's a lot less money in the bank. There's less money in the kitty. We got icicles hanging off the streetlights here. Oh, that's pretty at night, though. Okay, Russell, since you're here, I'm going to go pour this crap right out. Okay, I'll be right back.
Please do. Wait. How much is left in that glass?
All of it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm bringing back a good one.
Yeah, what a disappointment. It was expensive, too. I think that was a $6 bottle. Right back.
Oh, ouch. Jeez. No, David, I was totally talking condom size. That's pretty impressive. Nice. How is everybody doing tonight? Russell, the only reason Russell shows up at all of Jess's live streams is because Russell knows how to get to Jess's StreamYard. So whether he wants me here or not, I sneak in. A 52-pound halibut catch I had a few years ago. I put on Discord a picture. Yeah, a picture of a 52-pound halibut. That's a lot of fish. I think the biggest fish I ever caught was a tuna, although it was a little smaller than it was briefly. By the time I got it on board the boat, it was missing its tail. I think a barracuda got to it. Lord Vader, I see you there. I can't help but feel that he missed a lot of comments, but I wasn't really paying attention. I completely lost connection to the internet for about 5 minutes. Don't know what happened. It's weird. That's Starlink. Starlink briefly loses connection. I might lose connection for as much as 30 seconds while it's switching satellite. I assume while it's switching satellites, but 5 minutes, there isn't a patch of sky that that big where there are no satellites. Does that make sense? Can we talk about politics and pew-pews now? What will we talk about that's oh, he's back.
All right.
Oh yes, for all those wondering, I am getting my ATV back tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Finally fixed. So this is a Quadacook Irish Red Ale. I'm trying to remember if I've had this with you guys before, but I do not recollect.
Have you had it before?
Yes, I think so. Which is too bad because I do like to open beer I've never had while I'm live streaming. Big Green Moose is asking a question. Did you get to that? He's asking how somebody finds your Discord.
Well, I have a link, but I don't know who you are, Big Green Moose, so I'm unlikely to give it to you. It's kind of at first I opened it up to everybody, but it's kind of invite only at the moment.
Oh, is it? How the hell did I end up in it? That was before it was invite only, I guess.
That was No, you're acceptable.
Borderline, but acceptable. Wait.
No, you can't.
Wait, what?
Oh, what? I don't know. Can I change his name? Oh, I can.
What? No.
Oh, I can.
Really? Use your powers for good. I'm not sure. David wants power steering for his ATV for Christmas.
Oh, I tell you what, David, it's a game changer out here. Well, David, okay, so David plows his driveway with his ATV. So curious, David, like when you're plowing your driveway a lot, when it's snowing every day, do you get like problems? Do you get problems like tendonitis or anything like that, or sore muscles? Or I mean,
Like
it's not that
carpal
bad to
tunnel thing?
steer. It's not that bad to steer his ATV, but out here, it's I'm doing this all the time, right? It's
Right. I do not have an ATV. Why are you doing this? Why you got to be like that?
because I can. I don't know.
Great big
I
jerk.
climbed it because it was there.
Right. I would change it, but I cannot be arsed to do that right now.
Are you saying this? There's 34 people watching. Before I got lost my internet, there was 37. Like, where are all these people? Who are they?
I just
and why
don't
would
know.
they be here tonight?
Probably because this is the place to be. Well, they're probably here because Dennis is finished. Oh yeah, okay. So David says he does a fairly straight run, so he doesn't have to worry about all that.
No, that's all right then.
Canadian says, speaking of sore muscles, I'd like to thank my massage therapist, Stella, because she's awesome.
Stella.
Yeah, I used to know a Stella. Not in the biblical sense, but that would have been sweet. Yes. Hey, Alex Bell, how's it going? Welcome. We're talking about your plans for December. If you've got like a Christmas list, if there's anything you're really sort of banking on getting, or if there's something that you're excited about getting for a loved one. You know, and are you going to do any like winter camping, or are you going to travel to see peeps, stuff like that? Big green moose. That does not suggest. Well, maybe knowing Russell, it might.
Mm-hmm.
Little Asian woman with hands of steel. Good. To Excuse me. I know where you're going with that. It's from one of my favorite plays of all time.
All right, Jess, I have it on authority that you should check your email.
My email?
Yep.
Ow. I got dry skin, so my fingers are splitting right on the. Did I just kill my StreamYard? No. Oh, that's my Dribs and Drams email account. I need new glasses like you guys would not believe.
So get new glasses. Stop complaining about it.
My daycare needs a Santa.
God. You should see all the glasses I have just sit lying around here. I've got, and there's like 4 more pairs sitting on the couch behind me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need a pair of glasses for every situation.
Oh, do you? Is that why like I keep seeing different glasses on your face?
I don't know. I usually wear these ones for when I'm on my computer, but oh God, how long does it? You really need to do something.
I am doing something. I'm logging into my two-factor authentication.
No, I mean, there's got to be an easy way to go through this.
Yeah, there usually is.
I don't know what this. Some bum has done something again. Some big bum.
Okay.
Oh, David, my favorite pair of glasses I bought at Dollarama.
You bought your favorite pair of glasses at Dollarama?
Dollarama, yeah. Would you believe it? And they broke, so I have to go back. Well, I know that's a bit ironic, but they weren't that expensive.
Fair.
You buy like a dozen pairs of them.
Okay, but like when you buy glasses like that, right? You're buying like a certain magnification level,
Yeah.
right? But
well, and sorry.
Like you can't just like you can't get exactly what you need though, right? It's going to be one like if both eyes are a little different.
Well, no, my both eyes are pretty similar, but
Yeah.
I find it's situational. You know, depending on what I'm trying to read or look at, or
Okay.
like if I'm on my phone, then I want a certain power level. If I'm on the iPad, I want a different. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Then I have the really powerful ones for reading the labels on food.
Yeah.
It's because it's so tiny.
Yeah.
And my
absolutely.
phone, why is my phone like significantly bigger than my old phone, but the text is smaller?
Oh, that's because the screen is a much
Bullshit. Excuse
what?
me. Bullshit.
What? Why you got to be like that?
Oh my God! How long does it take a person to check their email?
Because I'm not using my normal computer, so it's making me verify my identity.
I can check my email in 5 seconds on 3 different devices. All right, okay, I'm going to play this while you're.
So glad I did this. I see why I had to check my email. Is this a secret, or can I say thank you publicly?
No, you got to tell everybody.
Well, Al just sent me the money for my calipers, so that I no longer have the hole in my bank account.
Aw.
Thanks, buddy.
You know why that's really nice is this time of year when you start thinking about, you getting presents for kids and your wife and stuff.
Uh,
What a
okay,
sweetheart.
there's an interesting question for all of you. For all of you, at one point, I went from being excited about all the stuff I'm gonna get to I will buy something for someone and I'll just be like crawling the walls at the idea of them getting it. Like, does anyone here feel like more excited about the giving aspect than the getting aspect, or am I
Oh
just
yeah.
tricking myself into?
No. The older you get, you just want to see like kids open presents and stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
you know what? I'll tell you this. Like, if I had a bucket list, all of the stuff on my bucket list, well, if I, ignoring my kids for a second, all the things on my bucket list would be things for my wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that.
It's kind of
My
like,
wife is
you
impossible to
know,
buy for.
put my wife in a new car. That was on my bucket list. She's never had a new car before.
Yeah, that's a good bucket list item, and that's a great new car. I told you that I was looking at the Prime, that car, a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
So good looking.
it's a sweet ride, and I'm so happy that now that she's living in the condo, she can park it underground.
Right.
She doesn't have to. It's not cold when she's getting into it. She doesn't have to remove any snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Alan says my plan for December is to not freeze and not get a gift from someone I didn't get a gift for. As a rule, December usually sucks for me, but January is usually pretty fantastic. It's a weird time of year. There's a lot of people who have a real hard time with the holidays. And I feel that, like, if you can sort of get with, actually, I don't even know what to say to that, because I'm someone who hates New Year's. Okay, I don't think it's a legit holiday. I think it's arbitrary as hell. Well, I guess all holidays are to a certain extent. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear that December sucks for you. Um, okay, Rebel with an O. Hi, by the way, says any advice on snowshoes? Yeah, we buy what are they? GV something. GV snowshoes. Hold on. They are, I believe, made here in Canada, or at least they're Canadian owned. Well, I believe they're native owned. So I don't know if we really call that Canadian owned, but they're from around Quebec City. I will. So I don't know where you are, but we have these GV snowshoes, and we think they're terrific. I'm going to share the screen. I got it. What do you?
Sorry.
Not you. I'm talking my computer. So this is we're very happy with them. The ones we bought have like a little thing that you click down under your heel for if you want to go up hills, so that you're not, what it does is, in fact, the picture right now has it right there. Oh, crumbs, it's gone away. So
Click left.
click left. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys see my mouse here, but under the heel, it's holding the
Oh.
foot up so that they can go uphill without like straining their feet, their ankles.
Oh, that's
Uh,
neat.
it's a great option. Like, we bought those over some like much higher end snowshoes, maybe, just because the other ones didn't have that, and we're in hill territory when we hit the woods around here. So yeah, so that's what we got for us and for Camille. For the young one, we got something tiny, maybe made by them. I don't know, but they've got like bear paw prints on the bottom because it's cute. But yeah, So for snowshoes, that's what we get. Shawnee is gifting her mother-in-law's husband a first aid kit and nutrient survival meals. Not sure how he's going to react. Well, I'd like that, but look at what I do online. So, um, Alan asks if your mother-in-law's husband isn't just your father-in-law. Well, maybe it's a reconstituted family. I think Russell's between satellites. David is 2020 at distance. Wow.
I'm the same, actually.
Really?
In fact,
Huh.
I'm better than 2020 in one of my. It's weird thing. I went to an eye doctor and said, this eye is a little blurry. So something happened recently. I don't know over the last months, and
Mm-hmm.
so she checked out both my eyes and said, actually, your left eye is 2020. It's just that your right eye is just a little bit better than that.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
But you know what? It's a bit of a trade off because I can't see color very well.
Okay. Are you full on colorblind, or just you have some trouble with it?
Just certain pigments I can't see very well. I think I was staring at the sun too much when I was a kid.
You know, only the smartest of people stare at the sun.
Really?
No. Excuse me, Jess, I'm sure you don't really want to hear about the weather, but the Alex Fraser Bridge has been shut down before. Wow. Yikes. That's crazy.
That's interesting. I do it just for you got to run that.
Yeah, got to run the gamut. Yeah. Hike with Mike says, now as we start getting into the cold season in Florida, you have a cold season?
Oh
What?
yeah. Gosh, I've been there when it was below freezing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've seen ice in
Oh,
Florida.
homemade. Really?
Yeah.
Let's just move on because now you're completely shaking my worldview here.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
I've got
think
a
Al
nice
is a
history.
sweetheart. We've spoken to Al. I think he's a sweetheart too.
I was going through all my stuff and I found this old knife that I bought a long time ago.
The heck? Really?
It's a
Jeez.
carambit. Oh
Huh.
shit! It's really dirty too. Yeah, carambit. So it's got the thing, so you can fling it around your finger and
Yeah.
it
That's like the most heavy metal knife you own.
probably.
Where'd you find that?
You mean where did I buy it, or
No, I mean you said you recently found this knife that you had a long time. Like,
oh,
was it under
it
some
was in
stuff?
my car. It buried under a whole bunch of crap.
Hmm. Hike with Mike says that he thinks homemade gifts are the best gifts. Yeah, I love it when someone like gets out their loom and makes me a Hudson's Bay blanket.
Oh, you know what? I got a quilt from David and Pam, and I just love
Oh,
it. And I don't know how much work went into that, but it's one of my favorite gifts ever.
quilting is big work. And when I was at David's place, uh, one of Pam's
Oh yeah,
quilts is
yeah, yeah.
hanging on the wall, and
And she
I
won
was
an
like,
award for it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that woman does good work. That was beautiful,
yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
I could do that. I love the action on that too. Right? Did you see that?
Yeah,
It's a oh, it's like spring loaded or something. Oh, and you can do it from the back too. Woo.
nice, nice.
So, yeah, be good for like if you're doing a shotgun, Dave.
What? Just me? Um,
Yep.
Alan, I've heard that too. Yeah, I'm not saying that the GVs are the only good snowshoes. We're really happy with ours, and you know, I do believe it's native owned, and they're from around here, so we're all about that. But really, it was that thing for under the heels. I'm sure that other companies do make those, but when we were at Mountain Equipment, well, at that point it was still Mountain Equipment Co-op. Only the GVs had it. Um, okay. GV is Canadian made, which is what we have. The brand GVC is the same company but Chinese made. Interesting. I did not know that. Interesting. Okay, so that's what the difference is. Is snowshoeing physically hard like cross country skiing? I would say it is, especially if you're starting out. Cross country skiing has certain advantage. Russell, do you snowshoe?
I have a little, and I will add to that when you're done
Okay.
here. So,
Cross country skiing has a real benefit over snowshoeing if you're trying to get somewhere, in that it's a lot faster, right? Because you're right. The whole thing is you're gliding. Now, I haven't been cross country skiing in years, but I used to really love it. I do prefer snowshoeing for some stupid reason, but like snowshoeing doesn't give you that. But it's tough at first because you got to kind of space your legs and stuff, and it can be real hard on the knees and hips to before you get used to it. Um, but when we gave Camille her first pair of snowshoes, she was like 5 or 6, fully expecting her to face plant because so many people do on their first time on the snowshoes, and she just put them on and then started running right across the lake, and I was like, okay. So I think your mileage may vary.
I think in my experience, snowshoes don't keep you on top of the snow. They just don't allow you to sink as far down as you
Yeah,
ordinarily would. So it's still work. It gets still real work. But
yeah,
I gotta say, my favorite by far is downhill skiing. Let gravity do the work.
yeah. I've never really gotten into downhill skiing, and I really, I was good for a beginner at snowboarding, but um, I really hated having my 2 feet clicked in, and I couldn't, so I
Mm.
stopped really fast. Do 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 do. Uh oh, what happened there, honeybee? What's going on? What happened?
Oh, he accidentally deleted a comment.
Oh, Agnes has an eagle eye.
Russell has an eagle eye.
Oh, you accidentally hit it. Yeah, okay. Uh, Castrating knife. I don't think so.
This one? Well, maybe.
Moving right along. Uh, Faber snowshoes are also Canadian. I have their winter guide shoes because I eat too much. Interesting. I've never even heard of them. Alex is on the GV website. You're going to buy a pair. Any recommendations on make and model? For me, I just went with what the people at that point Mountain Equipment Co-op suggested because they knew how to size them. I think that at the end of the day, pick the ones the ones that are not the most expensive, but get that whatever they call that little heel support, that little metal heel support, that you absolutely should get because it makes such a difference if you're not like in the prairies or someplace flat, you know. But yeah, we're very happy with them, and they've lasted us like 15 years with no problems. Nothing is damaged. Nothing is fraying. Not terrific. David Evans will not be. Hey, Dennis. It's funny because when I decided that I needed to be cheered up tonight, rather than whatever my original plan for tonight was, I was like, I want to talk about what people's Christmas plans are and if they've got a Santa list and stuff. And then I saw what your live stream was, so I've told people that we have to steer as clear from turning this into a gift guide episode as possible. So people are sort of saying what they've got on their lists, but I'm saying let's not go full on gift guide, okay? And also, they're telling me about their December plans for family or travel or winter camping or whatever.
I think you're worried too much about that.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah. maybe, possibly. That's, maybe. Um, but I really got raked over the coals by another YouTuber once because I inadvertently named my interview series the same name as he had been using for his panel discussion series. Totally spaced, and it was horrible because I'd even been on his series at one point, so I really should have. I have
You know
no
what?
idea, but he was really mad about it, and so now I'm all
That's,
like gun shy.
that's bull crap. You look at my last two videos I put out. I used a very similar name title to Sean James' last two videos.
Did you?
Unabashedly, those videos have done really well. By the way, hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta back up here a sec. I was saying, yeah,
I was wondering if
I'm
you'd
gonna,
seen that.
but I gotta say something. I gotta repeat something that Al told me privately, and he might get mad, but I hope not. I hope that he will forgive me. But I gotta say this. Were you gonna stop me there?
I just wanted to stop you for a sec to make sure that you are certain about what you're about to do. That's all.
Yes. Normally,
Yeah.
I don't repeat things that people tell me in private, but here's what a sweetheart Al is. He and his wife donated presents to the local orphanage there where he lives. Over 150 kids got presents from their wish list from Al and his wife, and I think that's just such a
Wow.
wonderful thing to do. Like if you're going to donate money, that's how you do it.
Wow.
And I
That's
hate the fact that there's over 150 kids in that fucking orphanage. Not that it's a bad orphanage or at all, but I just think,
no, but yeah.
God damn,
Wow.
everybody needs a family. I mean, way to go, Al. And Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Wow. That's yeah. That is
So,
unassailable. That is unassailable. That's heroic.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
Anyway,
horrible that kids are in those positions to begin with. But anything that can make things a little lighter on them is good work. Ah, I was about to click on that. I think you just sort of do it like this, right?
yeah, you got to kind of. It's like you're skating uphill.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a pain in the ass.
yeah.
No,
Country boy.
going up the hill backwards is even worse. I'll tell you
I
that
don't
right
think
now.
that's what he's talking about. Uh, I recently watched an inept YouTuber wearing a kilt and snowshoes. It didn't end well.
Uh, That's
Um,
like Sean in Alaska.
that's not a nice snowshoeing with a sled. Uh, well, there's one case in which snowshoes absolutely win over cross country skis. If you got like a polk behind you and you've got like a hot tent and stuff in there, absolutely. I will not go to the mats to defend that the statement I'm about to make, but in my personal philosophy, that is a snowshoes or bust a kind of situation. I would not try that with cross country skis. Oh, Agnes says snapped her lower leg in half downhill skiing. Yikes! But you know who did even worse than you downhill skiing? Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono.
Yeah, he went
What
into a
happened to
tree and
him?
died.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dead.
I didn't. I knew he died. I didn't know that was how. That sucks. He was mayor, right?
Yeah. Um, Alan. Yeah, like if you don't know what you're doing, it's best to have somebody size them for you. But if you kind of do, then maybe. Like, I don't think it's the kind of thing I would necessarily buy online, but I think if I was buying my third or fourth pair after 20 years of buying snowshoes and stuff, I would probably have a fairly good idea of like just looking at, like for instance, I know what a hat size that I should buy is. You know, fat head, yeah, click. Hey, Destiny's here. How's it going?
So you, I there's certain things that I won't buy online. Like I won't buy footwear because
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's anywhere between 12 and 14, depending on I don't know what.
Yeah, footwear is tough, especially because
Oh,
now a lot of companies are ending their free returns.
oh yes, I forgot to mention that Al also came from an orphanage.
Yeah. Oh, really? Ah, so sort of paying it back. Nice. Not paying it back,
Paying it,
but you know what I'm
paying,
saying. Like,
paying it forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that story. I'm gonna hold that story going into the rest of the year because that's a win. I told you I needed a win. That's something I can think about.
Nice. Well, and you got your calipers, which I think is a
Yeah.
made up word still.
Hey, Jess, people are texting me stuck in their cars saying, "Don't call the National Guard. I might be passed out and hypothermic and don't have my nice underwear on." That reminds me of the reason why, like, how many of your parents said, always change your undies. You don't want to end up in the hospital with dirty underwear on. Alan is telling Dennis that he had a great show tonight, like he ever doesn't. I will watch that tomorrow. I had decided, Dennis, I don't know about you, but I had decided to not do a gift guide episode this year. Um, just because I polled the people, and um, some people would really like to see it, some people would not, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it. Like, um, I get to work on my YouTube stuff. Like, I get my editing out of the way like Monday and Wednesday, and then sometimes Thursday if it rolls over. And on Monday, I cleaned up after supper, sat down for a breather, and woke up at 4. So, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get anything done before Christmas at this point. Yeah. Wait, let me just stop sharing. There we go. Um, so I'm gonna watch your Christmas gift guide live stream tomorrow instead. I don't know. Maybe if there's some miracle and I have time, but it's just, man, the 1st of December is coming up fast. You know.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
No,
So it's
2
like
days.
I don't want to it to be one of those years where I get my gift guide out at like the 14th of December kind of thing. You know. You know. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah. I saw. Yeah.
Ah. From going to the hospital until March. Ugh. And it was Pink the artist. Yeah, she's a legit
Yikes.
artist. Yeah. Um. Oh, everything just jumped. Crumbs.
I hate.
Hold on.
I hate that. Oop, my video just reset. I hate it when
Did
that
it?
happens too. Yep.
Oh yeah, Al. Yeah, he did forget to mention it, but yeah, that makes that whole story even better. Tim says he adopted all of his kids, 2 from China. My everyday gifts. Awesome, Al. I tip my hat to you. I don't know where I was. Sorry, I don't know where I was. Everything sort of jumped around. Yuck. Apparently, skid marks are a faux pas. Good to know. Yuck. I'm just saying. So yeah, if we're at a 10:15. Whoops, a 10:15, and I haven't poured whiskey yet because I had to restart the beer.
Well, pour it now. You can give it a couple of minutes to whatever happen. Whatever it does. It gets dusty or something.
It breathes. David says that's a great idea. I'm gonna get Pam snowshoes for Christmas. Can open up in Florida. You see, there's a nice thing where my mother-in-law lives. It's on um, Lac Saint Louis, so which freezes over and gets this snow on top. So when we got uh, Camille her snowshoes, just ran out into the lake, well onto the lake, which was terrific because it meant that she could run a long way without us losing track of her. And if she fell, we knew exactly where she was, and blah blah blah. So I don't think you're going to have quite the same experience in Florida, but by all means, buy that gift, and I'm sure she'll enjoy it down there in the sand.
In Florida.
in Florida.
Maybe it'll help on the beach.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Alan says, when life starts to suck, I remind myself how fortunate I am to be adopted. Well, that's an interesting take on it. Now, which is that because you were adopted by a good family, or because I don't even know what to ask about that. Like the whole that whole existence is foreign to mine in a big way because I was not, as far as I know, I was not adopted. Hey, there's Carol. How's it going, Carol?
Jed,
Jed.
we're calling him.
Tell a little story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Did I just date myself in a big way?
We're calling him Fut tonight. No, well, that show's been in reruns for a long time. So
Oh, has it? Okay.
I mean,
All
it
right.
was it was before our time. But same
Yeah.
with Gilligan's Island.
Mm-hmm. 3 hour tour.
Get Smart. There,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just sort of okay. We're caught up. So does anyone want to come on and chit chat a little bit? Dennis, do you want to come on? If honeybee, I don't want to go to Florida. I prefer to stay here.
yeah. David was out. I assume David was outvoted.
Don't tell Hike with Mike that, David.
Yeah, in the
David
Philippines,
says.
you could probably ski on those. Maybe.
Hmm.
Sorry.
David says that those shows are his era. I grew up on those shows as well, and the Munsters, the Adams Family. My TV was black and white, so I didn't know what an old-fashioned show really was.
We got two channels, and we had to turn the rotor to get the one channel or the other.
Until that broke, and they had to use the needle nose pliers to turn the channel.
Oh, no. Well, we had an antenna on top of the house, right? So we had a rotor, is what we called it.
Oh, you had a
But yeah,
big okay.
but if the thing on your TV broke, yeah, absolutely pliers to
Mm-hmm.
the TV pliers or the
Yeah.
vice grips, I guess. You leave it
Okay.
on there.
David Evans likes winter, and so do I. So do I. I was sort of not winter averse, but I was winter ambivalent until I discovered snowshoes and then fatherhood. But now I am all about the winter. Absolutely. Dennis won't be coming on because he's watching on the telly. That's okay. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I had rabbit ears as well. UHF and VHF. Oh man, I haven't thought about that in so long. So long.
I don't even remember what that means.
Very high frequency and ultra high frequency, if I am correct. Correct.
I remember going to my grandmother's house in Toronto, and she had all these channels. She had a big box, and you could push the various buttons for the different channels.
Yeah, I remember those boxes.
Amazing.
Brown plastic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we now know that David is being dragged to Florida for the holidays against his will. We know what some of these people are doing. Some of these fine people are doing. What are you doing, Russell?
What do you
Just
think
kicking
I'm
back
doing?
with sitting there alone, kicking back with City Girl. You having the kids up?
You know what? No, the kids. They do their own thing. Well, I shouldn't say that because I mean, we'll spend a good amount of time here at the cabin, and I hate winter in the city, but I like winter out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a much different environment, but we end up going, back to the city for a couple of days to hang out with the two kids
Grandkids.
that are in town.
I see.
And City Girl's mom is also in town as well. So,
Yeah. Okay.
but you know what? We're going to do Cornish hens.
Legit choice. Nothing wrong with Cornish hens. I'd like to do Cornish hens at some point. I've got 2 chickens sitting in the freezer.
You did
But
Cornish hens before, didn't you?
yeah, Yeah, just haven't done them in a long time.
Hmm.
We've done pheasant. We've done what are they called? Guinea things? Guinea fowl.
Hmm.
I think the most substantial bird we've ever done was actually, I mean, aside from turkeys, was actually like a goose. And if you ever want to end up with a roasting rack full of grease, do a goose or a duck. But I mean, man, goose, holy crap.
my
Um,
my stepfather, when I was a kid, my stepfather tried to do a goose on a barbecue.
really, I
The
bet you that
flames
didn't
were
work.
the flames were 10 feet high.
Oh yeah, no way. Oh my
It was
land.
awesome. And then we had this big black lump at the end.
Yeah, nope, no way. Nope. You don't want to burn down the neighborhood. Is Al still with us? Because I'm trying to decide which whiskey to put into this glass.
I'm sure he's there. Al,
Al, if you're there, I'll open the blue.
what, sorry, what did? Oh, there he is.
There you are. All right.
Hens on a grill.
Hands on a grill.
But wait, did he say to open the blue? Yeah,
Well,
he
I
probably
figure if
wants you to
he's
open
here,
it.
he's probably opened a blue already.
All right.
He probably opened his blue already. Um, somebody, I think it was Big Green Moose asked uh, Ginger or Marianne because you know that is one of the timeless questions about that show. To which I will say, I do not look at those shows in such shallow and masculine ways. But of course, Marianne.
I will tell you why Marianne as well.
Okay, go.
Um, the best. This is one of the best stories ever. Is like when they signed up all the actors to be on the show. Almost everybody thought this show is going nowhere. We might get a couple of seasons. Who knows? It's bullshit.
Yeah,
So when they signed up the actors, they said, they said, "We'll give you a couple of $1,000 to sign away future rights to reruns and crap like that." So they all said, "Yeah, absolutely, I'll take a couple $1,000." Except the actress that played Mary now, her husband was an agent at the time. He's like, "Well, if it goes into syndication, reruns, and you'd be signing away a lot of money." So she held out and said, "No, I won't sign that." So of course, Gilligan's Island went on for years, and then went
yeah.
into syndication and reruns, and it's probably still on TV. She made millions and millions and millions of dollars
And the other is just
all her life,
yeah,
where the other actors signed off for a couple $1,000.
yeah,
So definitely Marianne.
right. Um, how did we end up on that? Oh yeah, because Big Green Moose asked. So I have poured the blue. We're good. We're good. I've got this much beer left, so I'm just going to finish that off. Dennis was into Mrs. Howell. TV at that point, eh? Like, there was such an innocence to it. Like, could you imagine putting the premise of Gilligan's Island together today? Like the last show that was balls that balls to the wall dumb and yet still got made was like Married with Children, and that show was not good. But there was something about TV at the Gilligan's Island sort of Munsters era that they were trying new stuff. Anything went, even if it was completely ridiculous. But the shows didn't come off as terrible. The way some people I know loved Married with Children. I thought it was painful. It was like Three's Company level painful to watch. You know. Uh, hold on a second. Big Green Moose says that only Ginger is still alive from the cast. Interesting. But I mean, At one point, only one of them was still going to be alive. I mean, look at who the heck's left from the original Star Trek cast.
Come on.
Professor N, Marianne.
She's cute as a button. Oh, in the first season, that's another thing. In the first season, they didn't have Professor Red, Marianne. It was and the rest.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But the fans, said, "Stop that."
Yeah, yeah. But like, I was just saying, like, who is left from the original Star Trek? Right? Not a lot.
Kirk and the gay guy and
Yeah, that's Sulu. What's his name? George Takei.
George.
And what's his name? Who played Chekhov? Don't remember.
I don't remember his name. The woman who played the
yeoman. Yeah, the woman who played Yeoman Rand.
I'm the last person to ask about actors' names. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, I can't remember any of the actors' names either. But like, anyways, I mean, this happens at some point, right? These shows age out, and then everyone who was there sort of disappears. David Evans is asking if Tina Louise got replaced during the series. I don't know. I didn't. I haven't watched it in so long that I don't. Did she? I don't remember. Didn't Tina Louise get replaced during the series?
Tina Louise?
That's yeah, she was name. Ginger.
Oh, Ginger. Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't think so. Me
neither. But after this live stream, I'm going to look that up.
I'm going to look it up now.
How are 35 of you still watching the Russell and Jesse show right now? I mean, this has gone so far off of, Agnes. Mr. Tambourine Man.
You have his album.
I don't have the album, but I have heard the entire thing. But Agnes has the album. That's amazing. That is amazing.
I have Tina Louise. Out of 99 episodes that were made, Tina Louise was in 98 of them. So I don't think she was replaced.
Interesting.
Based on that.
Timothy Severe was Morticia Addams. The Addams Family. Okay, Kristen says she did not get replaced. Tea is a good drink. It's cold though. Blech. Yuck.
Tea is okay. Whatever, man.
It's a good drink. It'll keep you going.
Not going down that rabbit hole.
Tea is also a very, very good palate cleanser between, say, beer and whiskey, or if you're having two different whiskeys, having just a black tea in between will reset your palate.
Oh, well, why don't you just get some ginger?
Why?
I don't know. That's what.
Why would I do that, Russell?
You know what?
Why?
I can't swear on your show, so I'll just say eat shit, Jess.
That's not going to cleanse the palate, Russell. Rebel with an O is having chaga tea. Alan says that I need one of those mug hot plate things. I used to have one, but it burnt out.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those.
Did you? Sucking on a hot dog is a good palate cleanser. I'm just going to... I'm just going to assume that you're right about that.
Well, no. We got to explore this a little bit more. Is it a boiled hot dog? Is it a fried or barbecued or microwaved?
Raw.
Raw.
Oh, I see what David is referring to. For the 1978 made-for-TV movie Rescue from Gilligan's Island, Tina Louise declined to return, for she believed the role had typecast her forever as a glamour queen. She was replaced by Judith Baldwin. That was a dumb choice. Absolutely dumb choice. Tina
Was it?
Louise not going back for one TV movie. What the hell? You didn't want those sweet, sweet dollars?
Wow. Yep,
10 minutes
she.
for misconduct. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hot dog water is a thing these days? No, no, I'm not. No, no. Ah,
No,
this is
no,
getting
no,
worse.
no, no,
Ow!
no, no. Hot dog water is an excellent thing. I mean, use it for making soup.
No, I would not do that.
I would.
But I would not.
I would hit that. Yeah.
I would not hit that. The only context in which I like wieners is cooked over an open fire, and even then, it's borderline.
You haven't. You just haven't embraced the right wiener.
Moving right along. David says, "Boiled, there is no substitute." Fair enough. With
I
mustard,
worry that. I worry that like boiling is my thing as well. But I worry that boiling takes some of the flavor out. Maybe not but some of the juices out of the wiener.
when we make them for like the kids, not for me ever, but for the wife and kids, we have a steamer.
Oh,
Like
that's a good
a hot
idea.
dog steamer,
Yeah.
and we use steamy buns that are also steamed. Kids love it.
Are they really steamed?
Yeah,
Hot dog steamer.
hot
I
dog steamer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Excuse me, says Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show would have eaten the wiener with mustard, of course, because this is the dark and unpious place we're bringing my live stream tonight, my Christmas themed live stream.
Jess, you got to go for the. All right, hold on.
Where are you going? I needed you to be entertaining while I looked up a hot dog steamer on Amazon for a big green moose. Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to sniff this whiskey, this Johnny Walker Blue.
Wait, before you start. Okay, here it is. Schneider's Jumbo's All Beef. Give one of those a try. I know you're not a wiener guy. You don't like the phallicness of them, but give one of those a try. Boil it up, stick it in your mouth, get all the juices. This is the only wiener I go for, and
Good
it's
to
it's
know.
worth it.
Okay.
Putting it back in my special place.
Most of us just call that the freezer.
It's a fridge.
Oh,
I like I like wieners so often that I don't I keep them in the fridge.
I shall now have a sip of this whiskey. Mm. Tim knows where it's at. Bratwurst and beer grilled. Um, Big green moose. I'm with you. I like mustard on stuff like that as well. I like it on like sausages, or if street food, or man, I remember in Ottawa and Vancouver I used to be able to get these huge pretzels, like kind of soft pretzels, and I put some mustard on that, big rock salt on it. Hells yes. There's a place here in town where you can get that style of pretzel as well. I have a hard time passing it by. Love it. Agnes will microwave a wiener in a pinch. Like, if you microwave it though, will it rupture? Why are we talking about this? I wanted to talk about the Christmassy stuff. What the hell? Big Green Moose says that tubular meats are delicious. Technically, bologna is a tubular meat before you slice it, and I think bologna tastes. Bologna is a pile of shift disguised as a meat product. I hate that stuff. I like uh, whatever des saucissons are in dry sausages like salami and stuff like that. Carnatzel, those meat stick things. I love that. I don't eat it very much because the ticker ain't what it used to be. But man, I love that stuff. And I just jerky, like a real jerky, not the packaged stuff. Pinch, but jerky and stuff like that. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, I'm sausages over wieners any day of the week. Al, I hope you're having some of this. So Al says, "Whoops, it jumped." Al says, "Christmas hot dog, red, juicy, and full of little red and green things." What?
Oh, what is that? I don't know what
Now,
that is.
Rebel with an O asks if there are any good Christmas trees around your area for the picking. Thank you for bringing us back to the goal here. We buy 2 trees and 2 wreaths from a charity, like a school charity, every year. We used to buy them at IKEA every year because for the price, it couldn't be beat. But now that we've discovered this charity, we buy there 1 tree for us, 1 for my mother-in-law who lives up north. And the trees are beautiful and the wreaths are well made. But I shudder to think what we're going to spend this year because it sounds like, oops, I wanted to, because it sounds like there's a bit of a shortage of trees. Sounds like prices for everything are going through the roof. And so I don't know. I'm going to pick up our trees on the first John of the night. Going to pick up our trees on the third, I think. Hey, look who hears. Whoops.
Who hears?
Tabernacle. That's not what I was going to click on, but it jumped. But at least it's referring to the person I was talking about. Hey there, Raptor. Hold on. Oh, piss on a biscuit. What happened?
You pissed on a biscuit.
I don't know. Oh, but Country Boy says moose sausage in place of a hot dog. Moose sausage. Yeah, man. And once again, we're back on track. Big Green Moose says Christmas week, I'm hoping for snow and a couple of nights in a hot tent. If I ever get a hot tent and a stove, I'm going to be the happiest camper you guys will have ever seen because it's been years that I've been wanting to get that. I got the one picked out at Canadian Outdoor Equipment Company. It's the Classic 10 by Esker. The Classic 10 2 by Esker because the way it deals with the stove is way, way better than the original one. One day I'm going to buy that. Absolutely. And then I too will be hoping for lots of snow and a couple of days in a hot tent. Fresh trees is the only way to go. I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, that was indicator that I may have possibly had a blue or two. Oh, I thought you might have. Maybe. Yeah. There's what I was talking about. Hello, everyone from northern Wisconsin. How's it going, Raptor Ranch? How are you doing tonight?
But wait, I still need an answer on this one.
Are those like pimentos or something? I don't know. It's weird. So I'm just getting past it because I'm worried about what it might actually mean. Yeah, Agnes likes the fact that we buy trees and wreaths from a charity for a charity. It's hard being me.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, you plant trees. Nice, Russell. Behave.
Raptor Ranch.
Shawnee likes to head to the local tree farm, grabbing a saw, touching all the trees till you find the right one. Then they then they shake it out before we tie it down. When I lived in Winnipeg, we well, when I lived in Saint-Boniface, which was right next to Winnipeg, every year we would go into a tree farm and cut down our own tree. That was wow. I haven't thought about that in years. Agnes is saying, "What is a hot tent?" Well,
Oh, here we go.
interesting that you should ask. I shall look up an image of a hot tent. A hot tent is a very expensive. Well, the thing is a hot tent really that much more expensive than a quality tent? Right? You know, like the Esker 10-2 that I will one day buy is I think 1,300 Canadian. Right?
It's is the main difference that it's got a spot for a chimney?
Well, I mean they're made of canvas. There's a spot for a chimney because you put a stove in them. They're
Well, I mean, is that what makes it a hot tent?
oh yeah. It's the stove that makes it a hot tent.
Or the opening for a stove?
The opening for a stove, yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, wait. When you buy the hot tent, do you get the stove with the tent, or do you
No,
buy
that's
it
an extra
separately?
$600 or whatever, depending on the stove you buy. So there's a hot tent right there. It's not the
What
one
is
that
it?
I'm going to be buying, but um, some of them have a zip-in
Click the
floor.
click the thing that makes it full screen up at the top right. Not the X, the thing beside it.
Boom. There we go.
There you go.
In fact,
Yep.
that one looks like it's got the zip-in floor. I've been told by people who I know personally not to do that. There's all kinds of it. Well, first of all, because as you step inside it, you get sludge inside, which makes it very hard to clean later on and everything. But so yeah, Agnes, that's a hot tent. Does Santa ever visit a hot tent? Santa will find me wherever I may be. Wherever. Big Green Moose is saying exactly what I want to hear. It's a delight. Yep, I am dying to try it. The thing is, here's a deal. I mean, if I throw $1,300 on a tent and another six on a stove, and then never go hot tenting, that was a lot of money that I could have spent on like 2/3 of like well, 2/3 a third of a canoe kind of thing. You know. Well, no, that's a good half to 2/3 of a canoe.
So what you're saying is you could buy something that you'd never use, or you could buy something else that you'll probably never use.
Hey now. Whoa, David, artificial tree? What? I said, what?
We use, we use an artificial tree here as well. I mean, despite the fact that there's trees everywhere here. It's simple. It's
Man,
renewable. It's
it's in a box. Just bring it down, throw it up.
it's the perfect size every
Yeah.
single time.
Agnes got a black widow in a Christmas tree once.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah,
That's
lucky he didn't get bit. There's a lot of black widows around where my dad lives, and he yeah. Well, they live in the Okanagan, in the southern Okanagan, down where the Pocket
oh,
Desert is in Penticton.
right out west. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah,
was thinking closer.
yeah. Country boy says $1,300 isn't a bad price. Yeah, I might. Am I even right about that? But I seem to remember like I had been expecting it to be $1,600, or it used to be, or something. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Hold on. CanadianOutdoorEquipment.com, because I do love to spend at smaller
Oh,
places.
did we miss this one? Craft dinner and wieners is like one of the best meals ever. Absolutely.
Um,
Especially if you boil the wiener with the craft dinner. Oh yeah.
I don't eat either of those. Canvas or sil nylon. What's the difference? Well, for a hot tent, I wouldn't do sil nylon because it's way more flammable. Canvas is heavier. It doesn't dry as fast. Like I keep thinking about Kevin Callan. He's got a really small house, and when he comes home from winter camping, he's got this tent draped over his entire living room, drying out for a week. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let me kill that one. Stop that screen. I want to share. Yeah, I had slightly misremembered misremembered. Is that a real word? So there we go. The
Unremembered?
Esker Classic 2. Okay, it's a 10 by 10. It's 1475 plus tax plus your stove.
That's a lot of money.
It's a shift ton of money if you don't actually go camping. But
Well, and that's this. What's holding up the pipe there? Are the
it's
choosing?
just two sticks. It's just two sticks.
Just
Whatever. You make a bipod, stick it up. You know what I'm saying?
huh.
Make a bipod.
Doesn't it, I
Uh,
mean, what the sticks like burn and stuff?
no, because by the time you don't have it, they'll probably get a little darkened and everything. But by the time you get up there, if it's cold as hell out here, it's probably not that hot at that point.
Probably.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know if this includes like a central pole or if you cut, like for a lot of people, they don't buy a central pole. They just cut down like a sapling when they get there because it's one less thing to carry. But I don't know if the 1475, because I very carefully have not read this page because I don't want to start dreaming about this thing.
Oh, give it up.
Give it up. But
Yeah,
yeah, so
you got other things to spend money on.
yeah, yeah, I sure.
Hold on, I gotta put this up. I was gonna say ketchup, but I didn't. Like, not many people put ketchup on their craft dinner. I didn't want to like piss anybody off. But yeah, I put ketchup on my craft dinner with wieners. Oh yeah.
In what universe have you ever not wanted to piss anybody off?
Well, maybe that's not the right term. Uh, raise anybody's angst against me.
Fair,
I don't
fair.
know.
Agnes, some hot tents are literally teepees. Some of them are teepees. Some there's all kinds of. There's also what's it called? The open fronted one where you lift up. It's like an old prospector style. I don't remember what it's called, but like the whole front flips up during the day, and then you can flip it down at night. I would also use trees in the boreal forest, David.
I don't think Jess even knows where the boreal forest is.
I know where it is. It's up that way. It's up there. So it's that way. Which is funny, by the way, because the way my house is situated, it's actually that way by
Uh-huh.
about 5 hours. Can't believe a stove or hot tent is like $600. I don't know, like
What
four to six. I don't know. I think I closed the
English
window.
English accent out of nowhere?
Why you got to be like that? I think
You
that
got to
they're
be like
about
that.
that. I'm gonna have to.
I can see it. Like if David spoke with an English accent, I could see you trying that. But
Yeah, the Esker
and
stoves, which I mean, the tent I just showed you is an Esker. So these are the stoves that go with it. They range from 485 to 547. There's one size that's 490 to 558. I think that the 490 is without the pipes, and the 558 is with the pipes. Like what you want to do is buy the size of stove that fits with a 10 by 10 tent, because you can buy these tents way bigger than that or way smaller. There's a 9 by 9 for 1245, but I want the 10 by 10 because I really would love to bring my daughters, or at least one daughter, winter camping and just have some space where we're not like crowded. Yeah, okay, so the Esker central tent pole base, so that your pole, whether it's synthetic or a tree, I guess, doesn't sink into the ground, is it looks like 37 bucks for just the base, or including the center pole kit, 180. So, there's a lot of money that you have to throw around if you're going to start winter camping, but I would so spend it if I knew that I was going to be going. Like maybe twice a year for like
One
three days at
one
a time.
one day,
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing. Like the canoe, it's a bucket list thing.
maybe when you're 80.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like I'm 50 now,
Maybe
right? So a lot of my someday stuff is like we got to get someday pretty damn fast if we're going to be young enough to still do this stuff. Destiny's home on the laptop. Nice. Welcome home.
look. I'm just looking at the best case scenario. Probably when you're 80,
Why you got to be like that? Why you got to be like
because
that?
I'm the dangling foot nuzzler.
Right. These are frameless. Yeah, they're frameless.
Or is
They're
it
not.
food?
What's
Might
the
be
company
food.
that makes the framed ones? Up north, the 60 has one of those. It's an American company. I don't remember. Agnes says we could all live in a hot tent when the volcano blows. Yes, we will all fit into one when the volcano blows. I mean, if you're talking about like Yosemite or something,
The volcano or just
the
a
the, the
volcano?
one,
Is that Yosemite? Is it going to kill us all?
everyone, the whole, all of North America, we're all dead. I am
Everyone?
trying to sort of catch up because I realize that I'm late. That said, Johnny, what got a blue accent?
I wish I could do a Scottish accent. I I'd be a billionaire if I could do a Scottish accent.
Would you? Oh,
Yeah.
Nico stoves are the same as Esker, same company, both made in USA. So are the Eskers rebranded for up here for like for Esker? There's a company here in Quebec. It's actually one guy, like way out somewhere, making tents and stoves called Atuk. Um, and one of my bosses at work, her husband bought an Atuk um, tent, and he says it's unbeatable. But he also bought the Atuk stove, and it says it is highly beatable. So, yeah, I mean, there's the thing, right? Like, a stove is a stove, sure, but a stove isn't really a stove. Some stoves are well made, and some are just drafty and warp prone and all this stuff. And also, a lot of people can wreck a perfectly good stove by not burning it in first and everything. Hey, Foxit, how's it going, Cliff? You've been back and forth between lives tonight. So, you mean there's Dennis, there's me, and there's someone else who goes live at the same time as me, but I don't remember who it is. Oh, Colin, right? He goes live sometimes as well.
Colon?
Um, well, Russell,
The
excuse me.
colon. The
Excuse me is
colon of
thinking
YouTube. Sorry.
someone's had all of it to drink.
No, I can't stand that guy. That's all. Anyway, carry on.
Agnes is making sure that you realize that it's a Jimmy Buffett reference. The volcano.
No, hold on. No, hold on. Let's back up. Um, I
Oh
know
yeah,
where he's
right,
going
right.
with this. I would totally do a hot tub here. We had a hot tub at a previous house years ago, and we loved it. And I would totally do it here in a second. The problem is water.
Hmm.
The thing needs water evaporates, and you need like 10 gallons. Well, that and the fact that either it's electric or it's wood stove burning, which I've seen those on other YouTube channels, and
Yeah,
it's a lot of firewood to keep that
yeah,
going over the winter. And then winter is when you want to use it. So,
yeah. You don't want to use that when it's like 30 degrees out. I
well,
mean, unless you're south of the border, I guess.
unless you, well,
I
you can
just
bring the
realized what
temperature.
I'd said. I was like, oh, whoops.
Well, you can bring the temperature down until it's like cool-ish,
Hmm.
I guess, and use it in the summertime. Then it's a cool tub.
Yeah. When my band plays the festival out in Alberta, um, for the past few times we've done a house concert at an acreage within about 3 hours of the festival gig, and they have what's called a swim spa. You ever seen one of those?
Swim spa?
Yeah,
No, I don't
it's
know what that
like it's a hot tub with a deep end, essentially.
is. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
All
was
right.
something special. Alan says that John and Aaron from Lost Lakes have some nifty aftermarket add-ons for their Esker. It's from a Canadian cottage industry. Can't remember the name, but he mentions them in his videos. I'm going to take a look at that then, because I love dangling such things in front of myself.
Sorry. How do I full screen this?
Right.
Here we go. All right.
I don't know where I am. I have no idea where I am.
There you go.
Yep,
There's
that's
the.
a swim spa.
I like it.
Yep. It's something else. I wouldn't want to have it in my backyard because that's a lot of water and a lot of upkeep, but it is nice. I fell asleep in it though one night. My band was like, "We were sure you were gonna die," and that would have been the most rock and roll way to go. So we weren't sure if we should really ruin that for you. It was like, guys. Agnes is asking. Wait. Yes, Agnes is asking, what if you fed the hot tub with rainwater covered and cedar, which is antimicrobial? I guess you could,
I
but you better
don't.
make sure that.
I don't quite get the bit in the brackets there, but yeah, I can. I mean, the rainwater that comes out of the gutters is not very clean. And I know there are filters, but I
Filters.
mean, I'd be swapping that filter out like every couple of weeks, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just taking a look. Excuse me is saying, oops, I can't find. Loving the pictures of the massive dreamboat. Where are those pictures? What are you referring to? Excuse me. Where did I put pictures of a massive dreamboat?
Dreamboat. I don't know.
Can you pee in the hot tub? Dude, you can pee wherever the hell you want. It's just whether or not the company will allow you to remain.
Sometimes, you're drinking, you got to pee while you're in the hot tub. You stand up, you
Hot
hang
tub.
out as far as you're able to, and you worry about your feet slipping because you're standing, and it's freaking cold because sometimes it's snowing and you're getting
Yeah,
covered with snow, and you let it fly and hope that nothing goes bad.
right. Dreamboat hot tub. Right, okay. Talking about the hot tub. Tim says you can fart in the hot tub, which is better than pissing in the hot tub, I assure you.
We one of our kids, Devin, or our youngest kid, when he'd get in the hot tub with us, he'd
Mm-hmm.
sit there. This was like when he was 7, kind of thing. He'd sit in there in the hot tub, and his eyes would be like this, like looking around at us. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing, Devin?" And suddenly he'd stand up on. He was standing on one of the seats, right? So he'd stand up, and he'd have his bathing suit in his head, like he took it off. He was just
Oh.
waving in the breeze. And Devin, what are you doing?
Yep.
It's the cutest thing ever, but he'd hate it if I told that story.
Too late. Yeah. Just getting it. I'm just adjusting here.
Oh, by the way, hot tub on the Books bus
Gotta have it.
on the 3rd floor.
Yeah. 3rd floor. I thought the 3rd floor was actually City Girl's bus, though.
Oh no, she's got her own
Oh, she's
bus.
got a separate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just added a 3rd floor just now, so there wasn't going to
I
be
see.
one. But
Okay. Okay. It's funny because somebody dropped a comment. Like now that we have 1 minute left of the live stream, we'll go to 11:15 because there's still 33 people for
I was going to
some
say,
reason
there's how is it possible that we have 33 people watching?
listening to us. Just um,
What's wrong with you people? Oh my
yeah.
god, like, don't you have
What the heck
work
was I
tomorrow
about to
or some
say?
shit?
Well, I do. What the heck was I about to say? I was going to say that. Piss
Something
on
about
a biscuit. It's gone.
something about hot dogs in the tub.
Nope. No, I was moving on because I wanted to sort of get back to, um, you know, the subject matter. Oh, it's gone, and now I'm angry about it because it was going to be brilliant and hilarious, and heartwarming, and
If
devastatingly beautiful. That's what it was
if
going
you're
to be.
ever if everyone can just applaud right now and just do that, that was awesome. Loved it, Jess. Loved it.
Tears, right?
You
Tears.
you are just.
I'm a poet.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
That's okay. I'm crying. All right. Excuse me's got the Christmas lights on. So do we. So do we. Man,
I
that took two
I
days.
I always have Christmas lights on.
Yeah, you always have Christmas lights on.
Hmm.
Because Excuse me is asking if you've put your lights up yet.
My lights are.
Lord
Yeah.
Vader says 32 days so he can buy alcohol again. Nice.
Go.
David's got to see a man about peeing in a hot tub. Okay, fair enough. See you soon. Yeah, we're gonna go to 11:15 because there are still 33 people hanging with us.
Well, and you opened your Scotch whiskey very, very, very late.
Yes, except that I have finished it.
Yeah, I know it. Well, and
I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, I'll pour one more small one. I mean, since I inadvertently did a dry week, that's done for the quarter.
oh, so you're going with the whole midnight Tuesday to 9 p.m. next Tuesday? Is that
Doesn't bloody matter because I did it by accident, right? It has
I
been
don't know. Did
8
you not
days
live?
since I had anything alcoholic.
Did you? I'm drawing a blank here. Did you not live stream last Tuesday?
No, because I got hit last Tuesday,
No, but then you live streamed on Thursday,
Thursday. Yeah.
and you.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh shit! Oh no, Russell! Why?
No, you're right, but it's okay. We'll call it a win anyway because before then my last alcohol was actually the previous Tuesday. So oh yeah,
Russell.
so I still did the live week, the dry week because the previous Tuesday to that Thursday.
Okay, cheers to that. Oh, that's a small one. Jesus.
Yeah, because we're only going for another 13 minutes, 14, 13 minutes. There's the thumbnail right there.
I hate those thumbnails.
There's a channel. It's one of those like how to succeed on YouTube channels. Um, Sort of guy, probably around 40, mentions every now and again how, before he, I don't know, discovered his key to success, he was on the skids. His wife was dying of some disease and everything's great now. But like he always does big eyes
Thumbnails.
on his thumbnails, whatever they call drama eyes, whatever, it's like,
Yeah.
it's just, oh, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. Like the drama eyes, I hate that. It's my second least favorite thing on a thumbnail.
Oh, that sounds like Daryl Eves.
Okay, it's not Daryl Eves, but he's like they know each other, right? And you know exactly the sort of market space I'm talking about.
And you know what's funny is like Daryl Eves is such a knowledgeable guy. He's got a lot of insider information, and a YouTube channel that has something like 800,000 subscribers. And but he'll put out a video and get a couple thousand views on it.
Yeah,
Like Daryl, you kind of gotta like if you're gonna be the YouTube guy, you gotta kind of talk about how shitty your channel is doing.
yeah, yeah. Oh, David's back.
David,
He's thinking rum and coke now.
we miss you, David.
Well, that's okay because he's back.
And we gotta play mini putt sometime.
Rebel with an oh no, those are not tankless boilers on Russell's wall. Those are his batteries, his household batteries. The batteries for his household. In fact, Rebel with an O. Have you watched a lot of Russell's channel? Because his whole thing is that his cabin is off grid. He's got solar panels, and then those are the two batteries that he uses to run his house off of. Russell, if you can hear me, when you do decide to upgrade your system, are you going to be upgrading those batteries as well, or are those good enough to run your house off of? He'll answer us when he gets back, I think. 10 minutes till the end of the live stream, folks. Excuse me. I don't know if he's getting his inverter soon, but I imagine he is because he was going to check on pricing, I believe, with Ray. But I don't remember what came of that. I've been really not great at staying really super on top of things lately. I've been dealing with my own stupid stressors. My own stupid stressors. He went to pee on the tub. Why? But yeah. When will Russell get his four-wheeler back? He's getting, Cliff, he's getting his four-wheeler back tomorrow, which is about freaking time. Stay thirsty, no problem with that. Oh, Russell went outside, so he didn't hear my question. Yeah, David says that Ray is Russell's go-to guy for everything off grid. Absolutely.
I did hear your question, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my battery packs. Each one is 10 kilowatt hours, so the two of them are 20 kilowatt hours, which is a lot for a small cabin like mine, but you know what? Whatever.
So when you upgrade your system eventually, you're not going to have to upgrade those.
Right.
Okay.
And I've got, well, yes, I've got a new inverter on the way.
No, it is on the way. Okay.
And then after that, I just need 50 new solar panels.
Right.
Which is another, I don't know, $2,000 or something. Shit.
2,000 for 15 solar panels.
Ray gave me a price a little while ago.
Okay. Because panels have come down so much in price, I find.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, is asking when I'm going to get my mental health back. I've been working on it, but it ain't happening.
Shit. Okay, sorry, $4,000.
4,000. Okay. Because 2,000 sounded really, really good to me.
Plus tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Agnes just poured a salty shot of agave blue tequila to go. Yikes. Stay safe out there, Agnes. Stay safe.
Do it.
David is asking an interesting question because I believe, I don't know if I asked you or if I was going to ask you, will you save the old panels for your workshop? Are you going to set up like a parallel, like a second system out there, or are you going to attach them both together?
I haven't really thought about what to do with the old panels. It's kind of like if I want to do more, then it's just another charge controller and.
But like, will you just power the workshop from your house then?
Yes, I would still. I mean, I wouldn't put any more battery power in. I don't need anything more than these two.
Okay.
Battery systems. I mean, if I have a problem right now, it's not battery power. It's energy from solar that
to
we
fill the
lack during the
battery.
wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No. Well, if you live closer, I'd say I'll just, when I can afford to redo my garage, I'll buy your panels and power my garage.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Just fix your electrical.
Yeah, I may have no choice. Rebel with an O says lithium.
Yeah, these are lithium phosphate ion lipophores. Yep. So you can take those down to almost. You can take those all the words.
All the words.
You can take those down to almost 0% 20%, which as opposed to the lead acid where you can only take them down to 50%.
Oh, is it 50%?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I think it was like 20%? 50%. Oh man.
Yeah, the lead acids. I've got like 28 kilowatt hours of battery power in the lead acids, but you can only use half of that, so it's 14 kilowatt hours.
You see, that's a whole bunch of hidden costs there then, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. So Agnes wasn't saying to go; she was saying don't go because she just poured herself the. Okay.
Poured herself into bed.
No, she's typing from bed. David wishes they went off grid if you were educated in solar 12 years ago. Well, yeah.
Well,
Hindsight.
going off grid is not the bee's knees kind of thing. I don't know. Ray has a customer who went off grid and they didn't need to. They live in like Milton
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And big house, the guy's got tons of money. They're big house, 2 kids, and they make zero effort on conserving energy. Like the kids' computers are on all the time. You know, they run their washer dryer anytime they feel like it. They think nothing of it. And the guy calls Ray up and says, my generator's running 14 hours a day. So why?
Well,
It's
dear, going off
it's
grid
it's
comes with a hit.
it's different. It's living your life based on your battery display there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't live as though you're just plugged in if you're not plugged in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So is that guy like having buyer's remorse now, or do you think he's going to try to? Because if
Oh
he's
no,
living in Milton, he can connect to the grid, right?
oh yeah, he was connected to the grid. He wanted to go off grid though. He wanted to disconnect. I don't know what the status is there now. It seems kind of silly.
Mm-hmm. I see. I wouldn't necessarily go off grid. I would like to go solar and maybe a little wind if possible, purely as a way of. There's no real logical reason for it. I like the idea of being free of Hydro Quebec's whims, but Hydro Quebec as a crown corporation is not allowed to make profit. So I'm not going to save a lot of money if I go off grid, right? For me, it's about not being beholden to whatever the hell they decide. And, are you playing music?
Anyway, carry on with what you're saying.
Russell obviously forgets what happened last time we played music on my stream. Like for me, it's about the freedom of not having to care what they decide to charge next year, or if they like any of that, and being able to sell back it, because now you can sell back to them if you make more than you use, whereas that was never a possibility up until less than 10 years ago.
I get the whole freedom thing, but even like David says here, he says they do everything they can to conserve a kilowatt, but they still burn through 13 to 15 kilowatt hours a day on grid. It is, it's a lot, but it's nothing. I mean, the average household burns like 40 kilowatt hours a day.
Yeah, and we probably do more. Russell, didn't we figure out that at work, because of that pool we got or something we got? I do like 70. Was that what we figured out?
Is there a heater on it?
Yeah, it's a heated saltwater pool.
I don't remember if we figured
that
anything out.
That sounds so bougie. But yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of waste that we do. But
yeah,
so for David to try and make up 13 to 15 kilowatt hours a day with solar and wind, it'd be a crazy system.
Yeah, because you're way under that, right?
Oh yeah, like 3 kilowatt hours a day is probably what I use. Maybe 3.5.
Yeah. Excuse me. No. My band is way bigger on fiddles and way less on distortion. Russell is just trying to get me copyrighted.
No. These are the StreamYard songs.
Yeah, but remember the StreamYard songs got me in trouble that last time?
Oh, okay.
Jim
All right.
says, "Hey, it's still streaming. Cool. Yeah, but only for another minute." So Russell, pick a song and let it go for the rest of the night.
I just turned it off.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're gonna turn it off, then may as well just turn it off then.
I can't believe you're going to end with 31 people watching.
Well, I'm really busting for a pee. Hold on. If you can be entertaining, then we'll go until 11:30. I'll be right back. I need some cheese anyway.
I really wish we got him the wheel of cheese. Jim is here. Hey, Jim. Good to see you. You done driving and all that crap? I feel like Michael Doug, or not. Sorry, Michael. Michael Crichton. Oh man, me trying to remember an actor name. I don't know why I can't remember actors' names, but I can remember scenes in movies, like The Road to El Dorado. You know, um, visit your wrath upon this non-believer. Show him the truth of your divinity. Divinity. One moment. You know, everyone has that little voice in their head that says when they should or shouldn't do things. You don't have one. I get carried away. Way. Anyway, I can remember lines of dialogue like that. Why can I not remember like actors' names? Just come on, man. Give us a song. Pam accounts for 10 to 12 kilowatt hours a day. It's not me. I've been in a salt pool and I thought it was a great alternative to chlorine. I don't know why there aren't more. Destiny likes toilets. David says 12 a.m. What was that in reference to, David? Yes, Russell entertain. Showtime. Cheese tasting. Cliff says, did you catch my comment on the solar panels? I did not. I guess I missed it. She should be one of the food groups, indeed. There's Nina. Hey, Jess and Russell, we have everything we need on our houseboat, but sure would like a freezer. We may have enough power. We'll have to see. Where you live, if you're in like northern climates like me, like I have a freezer, chest freezer. It's out on the deck. So during the wintertime when I don't have a lot of power, I don't need a lot of power to keep the freezer going because it's freaking cold out there anyway, right? But I mean, there's a lot of like it depends, kind of thing. So where is the wheel of cheese?
It's not a full wheel anymore,
But you brought the whole package.
this is a brie cendrée. I don't know what a brie cendrée would be in ash covered brie. Wow, 69XXX life. Good old David Evans. Nice, thanks, Mister.
Oh, did somebody do something stupid?
I was going to set that thing that you have set on yours. Where somebody has to have been
Yep.
a channel subscriber for the past 5 minutes to post. Just specifically because I'm starting to get that kind of spam bot more than I used to. But then I totally forgot.
I didn't even see it.
No, it's because David Evans is like on the ball.
David Evans on the ball,
On the
shotgun
ball.
beer.
And shotgunning spam bots.
No, you know what I hate about those ones is it's like he can delete their comments, but the thing is still there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, 5 minutes. Can you do it through StreamYard? I guess you can.
I don't know. Tim doesn't eat cheese. Am I Yeah. Excuse me. My other two, my tasting panel and I have the bottle sitting there unopened. It's been there for a year because we were trying to organize a weekend when we were all available. Because two of us are in a band, and the other, escape city life whenever you can. Uh, so we're going to reschedule because we want to taste that whiskey. Mm-hmm. Fromage en pain.
Fromage on pain.
Yeah.
You're going to town on that thing. Jesus, just. I'm like,
We
I get the snackies late at night, and I go for the mini ravioli.
really
Sure,
mini
why not?
ravioli, like
Yeah.
a Chef Boyardee thing. You put in a pan.
Oh yeah, in the can. They still make that.
I had no idea they still made that.
David, when Jess ends the live stream, we're still here in the StreamYard thing. If you want to join us,
Hummus is kick ass. We get a lot of hummus here. Nena says, "Well, it's friggin' hot in summer. We have no marina. We're in a drought moorings. Need freezer for ice bags."
Nina, where in the world are you?
It might be somewhere in
Oh,
BC.
there was another comment that passed by. Agnes says, "Have you ever thought of saving blocks of ice for the summer, like in the old days, buried? I suppose." I haven't, but that is a real thing, right? Ray told me a story about how it was like August. They went to some town, like really remote town. They're like, "We need to buy some ice." The guy's like, "Outside, underneath that sawdust pile."
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? So they went outside and moved the
Old
sawdust,
school.
and there's these great big blocks of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been there since the wintertime, just insulated by the sawdust. Amazing.
Old school.
Yeah.
Speaking of old. Okay. I have eaten cheese. I'm a happy camper.
I
So
won't be happy
Nana's,
until I see you take that whole wheel and go.
yeah, but if I was to eat this entire wheel of cheese, the eldest daughter would be heartbroken.
Yeah.
So in the foothills by Yosemite, sort of. Okay.
I don't. I need more information. My
But I mean,
geography is terrible.
what Russell's mentioning is pretty much how you do it, right? If you want to keep your ice into the summer, cover in the ground, cover with sawdust, and then with some hay or something, anything to keep it
Oh
as
God.
as
You're
isolé
but you
as possible.
but so Nina, you're in. You must get a lot of sunshine there, even in the wintertime, right?
There ain't no
There
sunshine when she's
there are.
gone.
If you have the money and you really want to be conservative with energy, then look for an RV freezer. They're well
Mhm.
insulated. Or if you want to do it yourself, buy a normal freezer and then figure out how to insulate it. Put several inches of insulation inside.
Yep,
Yeah, try
yeah,
that.
that would work as well. There's all kinds of options. I mean, people had ice boxes way before there was power to keep them going as freezers, right? So I don't know.
David. If you comment under my last video, I will give you the link because I don't do text. I hate doing text.
You don't text?
I hate using my phone for like anything.
I do as well. I'm right with you on that.
I am all thumbs, using my thumbs on a phone.
Oh, that's good to know.
Is it? That's weird.
But, Ian says I may need some blue to wash that down. I just had 2 blues.
A third blue wouldn't kill you.
but I might do some damage. Hold on a second here.
You've had more people watching tonight than ever.
Would you say ever? Really? Ever?
Well,
Like the
yeah.
night that I had Kevin Callan on to talk about his book, that was pretty big, wasn't it?
How long ago was that?
Shut up. I'm trying to find Dave on any of the social media that I can get onto on my PC.
I mean, I
Can't
could
find him.
reply to if he just
But okay, 5 more minutes, and then we're shutting her down. We're down to 27 people. Russell and I are getting boring. Does snow keep your place warm? Insulates the roof. Yes, excuse me. Snow is an excellent isolant.
well,
In fact,
well, no.
yes.
I mean, yeah, there's snow sometimes on the roof, and a lot of the time it just slides off. So it's not something you can count on, right? But the insulation I used is rock wool rock no sorry Roxel rock wool insulation. I've got R28 in the floor and the roof, and I've got R22 in all the walls,
Oh
and
wow,
it works really well.
nice. David says he just did, so I guess he commented below your excuse me, your latest video.
I'm gonna send him a link to a porn site here, to a
Great,
pamp site.
nice. Russell, you are okay. Good night, Destiny. Bonsoir.
Good night. Bonne
Passez une
nuit.
bonne soirée. Passez une bonne semaine. À la prochaine. Right. SV Raven, Jim, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. It warms the cockles of my heart. What the hell are cockles, by the way? Like I started that
Um,
sentence and there was like, what the fark is a cockle?
I have an answer for that, but I can't say it right now. But that's why I always in my videos I
Good night,
put
guys.
a call to action, they call it, right? A call to action, on the screen. Please remember to hit the thumbs up, because I
Yeah.
always forget, when I'm watching a video.
Yeah. Okay, people are starting to take off because of the fact that it is, in fact, late. A bientôt to Jim. Good night. Have yourself a good night, Mister Nena. Yeah. Um, you're welcome, and thanks for hanging out with us. I hope that you got all your questions answered, and I hope that you have a fabulous week until next time.
What was this video about? Oh yes, I hope you all have holiday plans and Santa lists are ready because of tonight.
What'd you say?
I said I hope everyone has their holiday plans and Santa lists ready because of tonight.
Purely because of what we talked about here tonight, and of
Exactly.
course, you watched Dennis before us, so you've got like a Christmas list going. Um, do you think a small bush line of Thuja Occidental might work for your place? Emerald green, small Christmas trees never grow taller than 15 feet.
I'm not even sure any of that was actually English.
I'm wondering if I think that would be a nice in
I
my
think
front
he's
yard.
I think he's speaking in tongues right now.
Not speaking in tongues, he's
Yeah,
typing. You can't speak in tongues and
we
type.
need to have an intervention for excuse
Country boy, good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Snowshoes, hot tents, etc. Yes, that's my Christmas list for sure. Okay, we have 1 minute, so we're just gonna shut her down. People are starting to go to sleep and go to bed and go away from the live stream. So let's
Yep.
shut her down before it gets awkward, shall we? Um, so thanks for hanging with us between
Before it
now
gets
and
awkward.
next week. Yeah, before. Please be safe, be sane, be healthy, and be kind to one another. You can do it.
And pea soup.